Before coming to see a personal injury attorney, especially after an accident, a lot of people want to treat themselves, meaning they want to find a doctor through their own health insurance, or they want to just go to their primary care doctor. And there's some issues with that, and I'll get into what some of those issues that I see are in this video. The first thing is detail. We work with a lot of doctors throughout the Valley in various disciplines, and they are well versed in personal injury cases. And what that allows them to do is create a lot of records, or a lot of detail in their records about what your accident was, what you're complaining of, and the treatment for you, and it's very, very thorough. The difference is when you go to a primary care doctor or somebody through your health plan, they're not thinking that this might be evidence one day, that their records are going to be on display to a court or to a jury. What these doctors that focus on personal injury do is focus on the detail, knowing that their records are going to be scrutinized, and therefore they need to be thorough. One thing that they definitely need to do is, as far as getting your records into evidence and getting your treatment paid for, if it ever got to that point, is in court we have to show that your treatment was reasonable and necessary and causally related to the accident. These doctors do that. They know how to phrase their records. They know what to write. Every one of their records will have that link to allow for your treatment to be paid for, to show that it wasn't something pre-existing, or show that it was something unrelated to the accident. So it's very, very important to have that detail through an experienced doctor that focuses on personal injury. Another one of the reasons is how quickly you can get in. Because we work with a lot of doctors, and again, throughout the Valley, your convenience is important to us. We don't want to set you up with a doctor that you have to visit multiple times a week that is a half hour away. We work with a lot in different areas so that you won't be inconvenienced. They will also get you in right away, usually within a day or two. If you try to go find a doctor through your health insurance, oftentimes the wait can be 2-3 months. What's going to happen? It's going to be used against you. The insurance company is going to look at it, or if it ever got to trial, they're going to show, hey, this person took 2-3 months to even get to a doctor. How do we know that their injuries were caused by this accident? How do we know they didn't fall down the stairs or injure themselves somewhere else? They took so long. If you were in pain, why wouldn't you go to the doctor right away? Those are things that all come into play where you're trying to decide, hey, do I just try to find doctors myself, or go through an attorney and the doctors through his network or her network? And lastly, the other issue is payment. When you go through a personal injury attorney and the doctors that they refer you to, you treat on what's called a lien, meaning it's basically an IOU. You don't pay up front. If you go through your health insurance, you are often responsible for the deductible. Another myth that people have is that all they have to pay is the deductible. No, that's not true. If you go through your health insurance and they are paying for medical treatment that you sustained from an accident, and you ultimately recover from somebody for that accident, and they have the right to recover the money that they spent for your treatment that you ultimately recovered from somebody else. All the signs point to going through a personal injury attorney and then getting your treatment through those doctors, as opposed to trying to do it yourself, either through a primary care doctor or through doctors through your own health insurance. It's quicker, it's more efficient, the detail is there. And again, if you have any questions on this topic or anything else related to a personal injury case, feel free to give us a call.